Hello, hello. I'm Melissa.
And I'm Donna.
We're here sharing what we've learned as women, entrepreneurs, and moms.
All while rocking our curves with confidence.
It's a behind-the-scenes look at our lives and businesses.
And a chance to tell our younger selves, go do the things that scare you. Balancing the pull between work and motherhood.
Yeah, didn't have that.
I think
Didn't have a balance at all.
Is an ever, wanting achievement.
I never, listen, I'm going to be honest. Forget that. I never had that starting my career. I always wanted to work. I wanted a career. I wanted to make a lot of money. I wanted life just to be what felt like was going to be easier. I got pregnant, and then I was like, I still want that. I didn't even take maternity leave. Paul took paternity leave for both the boys. He worked at Ford at that time. And he's like, I'm going to take that. And I was like, you know what? That's a really great thing.
Which is awesome.
Yeah. He took from both boys. And I literally went back to work.
For a change in generations.
Yeah. It was great. It was, you know what? It was wonderful. And I think that I didn't see that enough growing up. Having boys, which I didn't know I was having, but having the boys and him being able to be with them, he didn't even bat an eyelash. He was like, I'll do it, no problem. I worked right up until I gave birth to Nathan. I was having contractions, showing homes. I can remember the house. I was doing a revisit at 2229 Walker's Line, Unit 11. I was walking up the stairs and I stopped at the bottom and my client turned around and said, "Are you okay?" And I was like,
contraction.
I think I'm having a contraction. She's like, "What?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I think so." And she's like, "Really? We can go?" I'm like, No, let's just finish this. And I had my first contraction on that Tuesday, and I didn't have Nathan until Friday morning, but I worked like up until that time. And I didn't even bat an eyelash. I was really sick with Nathan. Ended up few weeks later being in the hospital for gallbladder issues, and I had another client at that time that was giving birth, and I was in the hospital having blood transfusions, and she was down the hallway giving birth, and we were signing the contract on her condo.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And it was amazing. She didn't like hospital, so she was in and out one day, and I was in there. I'm like dying. I didn't know I was dying at that time. I was like I had 9 blood transfusions in that week, and
jeez.
Yeah, it was nuts. It was a crazy period of time, and I didn't you talk about not knowing.
You were.
Yeah. I was.
Wall Street.
Yeah, I was like,
Michael Douglas.
I go, "Are you down the hallway?" Yeah, I got her husband. I'm like, "Is she down the hallway?" I'm like, "Yeah, okay. We have an offer." I'm like, "Let's just sign it back." And we ended up selling the condo. Well, she was giving birth, and I was having blood transfusion. So I didn't even it didn't even cross my mind to be home with the kids, which is interesting. I look back now, and I'm like, should I have been? No, because like I said before, I've really enjoyed being with them later in life. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I don't know. Leaving, starting, did I have work-life balance? None at all. None at all. And I can say that 100%. There was no balance in my life.
I think I had more balance when the kids were young, and I worked part-time as a cost accountant. Mm-hmm. So I was 3 days a week, 3 weeks of the month. The kids were little, and that was really good. It gave me enough professionalism, and it gave me but it was a 9 to 5, right? It was, when you work for yourself, it's just 24/7, right? Yeah. You gotta set the boundaries, whereas opposed to in a corporate job, it's a 9 to 5, and a lot of the times those are set for you. But, it still goes over.
Did you only work 3 days, or did they make accommodations, or is that what
they made accommodations?
Oh, that's awesome.
That was what I wanted for the balance, and it was great. And then we moved here and, stayed at home because I wasn't going to get that. I had 2 small asthmatic children and, and found that. And while they were in grade school, just doing accounting part-time, we made it work. It was great. I loved that I was able to be at school and be with them and do different things.
You did everything with those kids.
Yeah.
I did. It was so awesome. Like I said, when I met you, I remember Carter was getting ready. I think he was in his baseball gear in the house, and Bailey was riding on this tricycle in the house, and we were there, and you're like, "Oh yeah, Carter's got baseball, and you're doing this and doing that." So It's your
Ooh,
whoa. That's it. But yeah.
So yeah, and I loved that balance, but it was changing, right? And I think the balance is always changing,
I think it has
right?
to.
You probably get to a point. Usually, the universe tells you if you're sick or burnt out or whatever that you're out of balance.
Yeah. Did for me. And I think when I had Lucas, the second one, I think I chose to slow down a bit. Like I knew that I wanted to slow down because I had the two of them. Nathan was, I think, 18 months and Lucas was just born. So I think they're that far apart. I don't really know. Actually, I think they're about that. And I was just like, you know what? I want to enjoy. Like, I remember not seeing Nathan's like first steps or Nathan's like just different things. Like I remember not being a part of that as much. And we talk about it all the time, Paul and I. And he asked me, he goes, do you remember? I'm like, nope. He's like, really? I'm like, not at all. I don't remember any of it. I can remember, the one thing I remember the most is Paul walking Nathan. Paul, we lived in Burlington at that time, and we lived in, like, I think it's Tansley Woods there, like Walkers and Mainway. And he would put Nathan in his buggy. He would walk through that forest, and Nathan loved the trees. He'd tell me all the time, oh, Nathan's like falling asleep to the trees. Then he like walked upper middle. He'd go all the way to Guelph Line, come back from Guelph Line, all the way along. He would walk for hours with Nathan.
Wow.
Like 3 hours. I'd come home from like a showing or a client, and Nathan would be in his like little buggy at the front door sleeping. He's like, I just leave him there. And he would sleep there. And he would just, it was so natural for Paul to be a parent. And I felt like it wasn't as natural for me to be a parent when they were younger. Yeah. I don't know why, but it just didn't. It's almost like,
I often joke that I had none of the motherly bones.
Yeah. I guess I didn't
missing.
either. I was just like, yeah, sure, you can do it all. I don't need it. I don't need to do any of it. But I kind of think it would have been nice to enjoy those first, like even Nathan. Oh my gosh. Even Nathan. I remember he didn't sleep through the night. We had moved to Oakville, and I was out on an offer presentation, and Paul's like, I'm going to do it tonight. I'm like, oh, this is great. Perfect. I'm like, I'm not going to come home until he's asleep, right? So offer presentation, I think, was at like 7:00. And Nathan was a great sleeper. He would be in bed at 7. We had like a routine. So in bed at 7:00, Bear Bath and Bear in the Big Blue House. He'd watch Bear in the Big Blue House and go to bed. And then Paul would read him a story. So he put him in his bed, and he would, fool around or whatever. And I remember calling, and I said, Paul's he sleeping? He's like, nope. He's crying. And I'm like, okay. So negotiate the offer a bit. I'm like, okay, I send it back. I'm waiting in the parking lot or whatever outside the house. And I call him, like, sleep. Nope. I'm like, oh my gosh, what the heck? And then it was like 2 hours into this. And I'm like, he goes, nope, I'm sitting outside. He goes, I can hear him crying, but I'm sitting outside. I'm like, oh, you're so strong, because I would be, I'm like, forget this. And then I remember it was like 11:40 or something. And we were done, negotiated a house. My clients had bought the house, and I call him. I'm like, he's out. And I'm like, I'm coming home. I'm like, and he did it 3 nights in a row. And that was it. But I just couldn't. Like, I couldn't be that person. But Paul was so that person. He was so good with them.
The patience.
Oh, I don't have any of those. Forget it.
I remember Bailey was a little bugger. I tell her all the time. She's so lucky she lived past 4. So Sean's getting her ready. We're getting her ready in the morning for school. Her one shoe is too tight, so you have to undo one. This cuff is too tight. They have to match. And I'm like, this child is.
That's funny. I can't even picture like that.
I know. It was so, and
hilarious.
like she would end up in tears. It frustrated her so much.
Really?
She would end up, and I just don't have the patience for that. I do not have the patience.
I wouldn't either.
Put on the freaking shoes and let's go.
Yep.
So I made a pact with Sean. I was like, you got to do mornings, and I will have dinner on the table for you when you come home. Like I can't.
Works, right?
I can't, right? And you're up, right? Like you're going. So it got to the kids would come and give me a kiss on their way out the door to school. Sean did mornings. He made them lunch.
Maybe that's where that morning night routine comes from.
Yeah.
Like you like to stay up later.
He was in bed by 10 every night. I'm like, this is me time, right? I'm up till 2, 3. Hello. But it's finding balance that works, and it ebbs and flows. It ebbs and flows.
Yeah, it's so hard. But you know what? Like in it, you feel like, what the heck, man? Like what is going? Why is this kid not sleeping? Why is this kid not doing this? Yeah. Why is it? And you're like, what? But then,
especially at that age, right? It changes so fast.
Yeah. I think I felt guilty though. I think that a lot of mine came from guilt from not being home. Like, I should be the mom. I
Yeah,
should be home.
there is so
I
much of
should be
that,
there
yeah.
doing that. This not should be Paul's responsibility. But I don't know why. Maybe it's the time we grew up in. But I was just like, no. Like,
There's so much of that we carry.
it's ridiculous.
So much.
Now I don't really care. I'm like, yeah, whatever. Like, I'm going out, I'm doing my thing. Like, whatever. But no, I'm very happy that Paul was able to be home and that he wanted to be home. Because I think that those moments, like, were so special
Yeah.
for the two of them. So.
Do you feel you have balance now?
More? I think
I
I'm
feel
learning
way
that.
less.
I think I'm learning that. I'm learning to balance things. I think it's been harder for me to come back into real estate now and not have to be home because they're older. I don't
Yeah.
know why.
Oh, you find that harder?
I find it harder.
Oh.
Like, it was easier for me when they were younger. Like, yeah, I felt guilty, but I was like, maybe because they weren't like talking and telling me where they're doing and what they were doing. Like, I don't know. I think I found it harder coming back into real estate and leaving the mom role as opposed to stepping into the mom role.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know. Like, it's taking, like, Paul's always like, Melissa, just go work, go do your thing. And I'm like, yeah, but this guy needs a driver. He needs this. And he's like,
no, you don't want to.
They can
you don't
do
wanna
it.
Miss the moment.
yeah. He's like, but they can do it. They're adults. They're men.
Yeah.
They can do it. And I'm like, what do you mean they can do it? He's like, they can do it. They do a lot of things without you. They can do this. And I'm like, fudge. And then I think, like, okay. So in the last little bit, I'd say probably more so in the last 6 months, it's been better for me. Like,
Good.
the last 6 months to a year, it's been better.
Finding your groove.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think it's them too. They've really helped. They're like, Mom, no worries, man. Just like, whatever. Like, and being able to tell them, you know, I'm having a hard time. Like, it's been hard for me not to like drive you here or do this for you. I think them getting their licenses has been amazing. That helps a lot. Like, I just give them the car and they go. But yeah, I think I'm finding more of a groove now, which is nice.
How do you know you're not in balance? What's your signs?
I don't know. In balance, probably like
Or out of balance?
out of balance, maybe frustration in the moment. Like
Or maybe short-tempered?
Yeah.
Finding that you're
Yeah.
not reacting the way you normally.
yeah. I think that if I overreact to things or I have like a quick temper or quick to get mad
Yeah.
or angry, I think that's what it is for me. It's just like, leave me alone, or like I just like
Yeah.
I'm just, and I think that also comes from too much on my plate.
Yeah.
Like, if I have too much on my plate, I've learned too, since meditating, which kind of sounds a little maybe off, but I've learned not to put too much on my plate. Like, I will work, like today.
Set
I'll,
your boundaries.
Yeah, set my boundaries. Like, when I was in real estate before, I was like, yeah, I'll do like 5 clients in a day and I'll go and I won't come home and I won't eat and I won't do that. Now it's like, no, I'm going to work with this client today and I will have this time. And yes, I understand that people need to see things at certain times or do things at certain times, and I will accommodate, but it's not like I'm over accommodating for too much. I will give options to clients. I'll be like, okay, I have this day and this day and this day.
Yeah.
Like, as opposed to, no, I can do it right now. I'll be
Yeah.
there right now for you. I'll do this right now. And I would be there right now for any client. I have no problems with that. But it's like,
You can't run
no.
at the speed you need to run at
Yeah.
if you keep doing
And
that.
it's going back to those people that find me for being who I am on social media, whoever, and understanding that's the kind of person I am, will understand that's how I conduct my business. Right? Because it is the reality. And I tell people the reality is I do couple businesses. First and foremost is real estate. That is priority in my life. I love it. I would still drop everything for anybody at the moment. But there are days when, like tomorrow night, I can't. Tomorrow we have our season home opener for our hockey team. So excited. Oh
Yeah.
my God. There's so much good going on with that right now. And it's like, I want to be there.
Yes.
I'm proud of that. I'm
and you
proud
want to
of
feel
that.
like you can be there and enjoy the moment
Yes.
and not feel like,
Yeah.
oh, I have these 10 other things I'm supposed
Yeah.
to be doing right now.
So today, that's what we're doing. Today, I'm here with you. We're recording. We're in the podcast studio
Yeah.
and we're talking about stuff. And then tonight, I'm like, Paul, okay, what are we doing tonight? He's like, I have nothing planned. I go, perfect. Let's go set up for tomorrow. So we're going to go pick up jerseys today. We're going to go get the fruit for the players. We're going to go get the water. We're going to set up the change room. We're going to get everything ready. We're going to bring our popcorn machine. We're going to have everything ready so that tomorrow we can just go to the arena, enjoy, because we have so much going on tomorrow. We have our mascot coming for the first time. We have a new announcer. We have
A popcorn machine.
Yeah, I got a popcorn machine. I'm crazy. I love it. I was so good. I love it. Paul's like, you're crazy with this popcorn machine. I'm like, yeah, but the arena doesn't have it. I'm like, let's pop some popcorn, man. Like, who doesn't like the smell of popcorn?
Yeah. Hey, that's a party right there.
It's so much fun. And then we have a U11 AA team coming out. So with this junior experience, they come out, they, it's amazing. Like, I'm sorry. I think it's amazing, maybe because we do it, but they come out, they get to talk with the coaches before the game. They get to see the players warm up off the ice. Then they go and stand on the bench and they warm up with the player. Like they cheer the players on. They talk to the players. They interact. They get them going. They get all excited. They step away. The players come in. Change room, then they go get ready for the game, they watch the game, and then after the game they get to come back and have a pizza party with the players. They get autographs from the players, they get to interact with them, they get to be in the change room. They like, it's this whole experience.
That's so cool. Like, that can be life-changing for a kid, right?
And that's the thing, you know, hockey is one little facet of our life, but owning the hockey team and doing, you know, doing this, like seeing those kids' eyes light up, it's just like, it's such a different experience, and it's a different fill my cup kind of situation. And I love it. So I want to be fully available for that. So, you know, going out and showing homes this weekend, I told my clients I have Sunday available, I have Monday available, but like Friday night and Saturday I can't. And they're like, okay. And if they're not, then we see what we do. But the reality is I give them those options first. So it's I don't know.
It's important to
know the boundary.
Right.
And I've been trying in the last little bit to set more boundaries. And I think coming back in real estate now, that's what it's taught me. It's okay to have boundaries.
It is okay to
It's okay to not go all the time.
It's okay to say no.
Yeah.
It's okay to say, you know, and I think for me, my calendar is my biggest boundary setter.
Yeah.
Like, that is
you got a crazy calendar.
Time blocking off areas, and then being aware not to put too much. Because I think
we can,
and we do.
We're like, we have 2 hours here or an extra hour here.
And also to be, you know, because I have a team that are working with me, I have to be really cognizant of the fact that everybody works at different speeds.
Yeah.
And just because my brain is chaos doesn't mean I have to bring chaos for them. I have to be organized and be able to.
You've always
direct.
worked with people, though, right? Haven't you always worked with other people? Are you like, no, not when you were you were by yourself when you were.
Well, no, we're on a team, but it's very, you know, you're at your
alone.
Computer. Yeah.
So
I haven't.
Yeah. So having the hockey team, it's like weird. It's like delegating, and you're like, oh no, this person does this. And that's where Paul and his business, he's so fantastic. Like, I'm like, how do you do that? Like, how do you just let people do that? I'm like, I've always worked for myself. I've done it all. Yeah. So it's weird to me when I can see him, he's like, yeah, the roofer does this and this guy does this. And then I'm like, really? You let other people touch your work? And he goes, yeah. And then the amount of people, like he's had a couple new guys come in, he just lets them do things. And I'm like, what? He goes, what's the worst case scenario? I got to repaint it. Like, he's like, I teach them, they do it, and I watch them. Like, he's like, Melissa, I have to. I'm going to go crazy. And I'm like, yeah, but I'd be there doing it with them. Like, I'm that person. So the hockey team is very different for me, and it's taught me, that I think has taught me more about setting boundaries than myself. Like, it's okay. We have a GM and we have a coach and we have someone that runs the front for us, and we have this person. I don't have to do everything. Like, when we first bought the team and took it over, it was like we had to do everything because we were learning. And now it's like, okay, now it's like we only really need to go for games.
How does this run without me?
Yeah. It's weird, but it's awesome. And it's great. It's great. We had our new announcer. He's amazing. Put this little video clip together. I'm going to put on social media tomorrow. And he talks about like organization.
Toronto Flyers.
Yeah. Toronto Flyers. That's it. And he talks about the organization and how we've allowed like this freedom and this comfort of home for everybody. And I was like, that's really nice. That's really nice. And that's what I want. Yeah.
It's right? So and like three fun. Totally different pockets of business.
Oh, yeah.
That you are the nucleus of.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I mean, they couldn't be more different, I don't think, right?
They're so different.
They're so different. But you're running them all, right?
Yeah.
And
it's fun.
Right? And so you got to have balance. You got to be flying at lightning speed and have the balance. So good. Good on you, girl.
Thank you. I love it. Thank you for joining us today at the Nucking Futz podcast.
If you like this podcast, please share by liking and subscribing. Feel free to leave any comments and reach us at hello@thenuckingfuts.com.
Just a reminder, this podcast is for entertainment purposes only. If you are struggling, know that you are not alone. Please reach out for professional help.
You can join our newsletter at thenuckingfuts.com to follow our journey. Looking for Donna at work? You can find her great leggings and leisure wear as well at She's Got Legs.
Looking for me, Melissa Hall? You can reach me at Brag About It Jewelry or I am Melissa Hall for real estate.